don't you ever talk about my mom.
Today we're looking at the craziest UFC press conference fights ever. Let's start with a bang. This was UFC 202 press conference, McGregor versus Diaz 2, and McGregor is fashionably late to the show.
You're late.
So both Dana White and Diaz are already pissed off. Conor, being Conor, doesn't care that he's late and he goes straight into his trash talking.
Little crackhead essays.
And as Conor is answering questions about changing weight class after the fight, Diaz says McGregor is looking for an escape route from him and then exits the stage. Diaz then walks away giving his signature middle finger salute, and then McGregor says the iconic,
"You'll do nothing. You'll do nothing."
Nate then fires a bottle of water at Conor. Conor throws one back. Dana's trying to tell him to stop.
Shut up! Shut up!
Oh, what a rivalry that was. Moving on to UFC 178, we've got John Jones and Daniel Cormier, and this is one of the craziest of them all. Jones, with his belt on his shoulder, literally goes head to head with Cormier, and Daniel responds by putting his hands on him. As the security guards tried to separate the two, Jones threw a punch that missed Cormier but hit one of the security guards instead. Oh, he's earned his money that day. Cormier's being held back by security, and then he tries to kick the champion. When that doesn't work, he then takes off his shoe and ends up throwing it at him.
Who throws a shoe? Honestly.
And our next big bust up is with McGregor, but this time with Khabib. It's at UFC 229, and both of them had a long-standing feud and were involved in a heated exchange at the weigh-ins. Dana did his best to keep the fighters apart, but McGregor knocked the Eagle's fist away and kicked it in. Khabib then made a promise to McGregor fans, and boy did he keep it.
I'm gonna smash your boy, guys. I'm gonna smash your boy.
After making the notorious tap out, Khabib then jumped the cage to go for McGregor's teammate Dylan Dennis. Not only did the Eagle scale the fence, but he managed to completely jump over people to kick him. McGregor, who was still on the stage, tried to intervene, but he was held back by the security. In the end, it resulted in both fighters being escorted out of the arena. McGregor was fined $50,000 and suspended for 6 months, and Khabib was fined a whopping $500,000.
You are fined 1 credit for a violation of the verbal morality standard.
And banned for 9 months.
You know, are these guys going to get visas again to get back in the country?
But what about this one in 2017? It was UFC Fight Night. It saw a heated exchange between a Kevin Lee and Michael Chiesa. Chiesa had been giving Lee a hard time about his weight cut, but when Lee brought Chiesa's mother into the conversation, shit got real.
Talk about my mom for one. Don't you ever talk about my mom. Don't you ever talk about my mom. Don't you ever talk about my mom.
Both banned from their own press conference, and Chiesa had taken his jacket off. Lee had a pair of broken glasses. It was a mess. There is definitely still some rivalry between them, and there is apparently a fight on the horizon. So make sure you stay tuned. Do me a favor, hit subscribe. We'll see you next time.